Hey everybody, I'm Claire, this is Parker, and we are officially on our road trip. We are on our way. We are leaving the East Coast and we are driving all the way across the country, and I am so excited. Right now, I pretty much just left this morning. Everything was fine. I just got gas. I drove here. I stopped by an old friend's house and picked up some very important items that she had been storing for me while I had some chaos earlier. So I have those things, and now I want to just sort of take the night off and get a good night's sleep and cook a good dinner. And we're going to be doing that this evening at the Park and Ride. I have sort of scoped it out. I just drove all around. I didn't see any signs or anything about not parking here overnight. No signs for that. There are no local ordinances that I know of prohibiting parking. So we are like right on the freeway. It's looking pretty good. I'm not sure of the exact place we're going to camp tonight. But first, we're going to be we're going to actually be attempting to cook on the Jetboil. I'm going to be doing like chicken. So this is going to be my first time cooking on it. So you won't want to miss that. First, I do need to go to Walmart and pick up some last minute items. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to come back here, set up camp. Hopefully nothing too dramatic happens, and we'll cook dinner. And it's going to be a pretty early night. Because I do want to get on the road early tomorrow morning as I drive clear across the country. A police car pulled up right as I was leaving. I'm not giving up yet. Okay? I'll be back here after dark. And if our police friends are here, well, we'll just keep going until we keep going. Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Park and Ride. It was looking pretty good driving up here. I didn't see any police officers. Thank goodness. I moved my position to the top of the lot, and I'm kind of thinking it's sort of like hiding in plain sight, if you will. Kind of strategy here is that I'm at the very edge. Hopefully you can see that in the B-roll. I'm at the very edge, so there's not a lot of space for the police to actually see me unless I have this uncovered. All the windows are covered. I set up really quickly because I did come in here and I saw that the police were not here, and so I wanted to, that opportunity to like set the car up really fast. And I don't know why I'm like so worried about the police, because I'm not necessarily doing anything wrong. I'm in a county where there is no known ordinance, about sleeping in your car. There are no signs posted about like not sleeping here, not camping here. What this Park and Ride, I mean, the main purpose of it is to like carpool. Like, I've come here before, and like you meet people, you leave your car, you might go to work, you might go on a trip. It strategically is right on the freeway here so that it's really easy to come and go. There's a lot of work trucks. It is highly patrolled, and it's a really, really safe area. I mean, as far as I know, statistically, of course it is like off the interstate, so you never know, but we're just getting a good night's sleep tonight, and I am familiar with the area, so we're not going to go down that road tonight. Right now, my main challenge is trying to figure out how I'm going to cook, because I am determined. I have not eaten all day. I'm so hungry. I have chicken marinating in my cooler. My mom also got me some drinks. She got me some of these. I'm obsessed with these. She got me these for my trip. So the chicken thighs have been marinating. It doesn't look that good right now, but it's been marinating in this just delicious ginger sesame sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and like prep this stuff. I'm gonna chop up my onion and get myself set up, and then hopefully we'll move the table outside. Sharp. Okay, I've got my onions chopped up here. Just gonna go ahead and add the chicken. Back in there. Alright guys, so this is what we're working with here. I just have the onion. I did have some garlic, but I forgot where I put it. And I'm a little bit rattled by the whole, I don't know, we're just not off grid yet, guys. So it just has to be kind of controlled here. I was doing rice, but we are keeping it simple tonight. Alright, let's figure out this cooking thing. Of our surroundings before we attempt this cooking thing. It's pretty early. I think it's around, oh, maybe 5:30 or 6:30. I lost track of the time. Okay, it looks like an empty minivan to our right. Okay, up front we just have kind of the overpass thing that goes to the highway. Okay, and we are all clear from back here. This is great. Alright guys, so I am officially not cooking in my car. I'm not really sure. I've never done this before, so I'm not really very sure about how high I'm supposed to have this thing on. I'm still really getting a feel for that. I boiled over my pasta before. I didn't show it on camera, but I did have a little boil over, but I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I keep feeling like I'm hearing laughing. I'm not sure where the car is. It almost sounds like people are coming like laughing like from the woods. Does it smell good, Parky? Does it smell good to you? You see, I think this is totally plausible. I mean, at this point, I'm not camping. Like, it's not like I'm sleeping here yet. So this is totally plausible. I could have just been traveling and I maybe have a special diet. Who knows? I just want a good cooked meal. It's all truth. And so you stop at the park and ride and cook something up to eat. So far, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but there's no local ordinances against this and there's no signs. So I think we're good, even if the cops do show up. Maybe they'll want some dinner. Yeah, one thing about this Jetboil I'm loving, sorry it's so dark, but you can just drain it. Like, I can just freaking, like, dump this thing, and I'm just draining my pasta right now. That is so sick. So sick. I think we're about done. I'm glad. I'm ready to move this thing inside because it's getting cold. There it is, guys. Let's get in here and eat. There's some logistics. I think, yeah, I'm very excited about this car cooked meal, but there's very much still some logistics of it that I'm gonna need to figure out. We're gonna work on it. Let's see. We need to find. Yeah, I would say that this chicken, it came out just extremely tender, and the onions go really well with the pasta. But guys, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, this is the first time I've ever like done this on a stove like this, and I was like pretty nervous. I kept looking over my shoulder. So it's definitely edible. You can definitely eat it. Parker loved it. I put some on top of his dinner. He loved it. He's shaking. He wants more. He loved it so much. But this is the kind of thing where I'm going to like have to really practice this. And this is like not a perfect setup, okay? Like this little spoon, all my other stuff is in the other box over there. So I definitely have to get kind of like a process here. So this is kind of like a trial run, but it tastes good. Yeah, I just feel so happy right now. I just feel so content. Just all the hard work and just buying this stuff has really made a difference, because when I lived in my car before, I would just like go to McDonald's or something, and there's just something about being self-contained that is so satisfying. And so far I'm just loving it. I loved cooking outside on my stove. I thought it was so fun. I'm just so happy that I have like a healthy meal of sweet potato pasta and chicken tenders marinated, and I just did this like I didn't eat. I just love that I have what I need right here. It's an incredible feeling. I eat dinner, and then I'm gonna finish my dinner, and I'm gonna clean up really quick, and we'll get back to the rest of this. Parker, you wanna go outside? So I went out and I braved it to the trash can. Parker took his turn. I wanted to look around one last time just to be sure there weren't any police. I think at this time I maybe even wanted to find police. I checked out my car and it's looking pretty good, especially since I added the covers to the little triangular windows. Can't even see the light. Got back into the car, and I pulled out the quilt that I had picked up from my friend's house today. My great-grandmother's quilt. It'd been a few years since I'd seen it, and I looked for all my favorite patches, from the watering can to the chicken leg. I went through my journals, also newly found treasures, pictures, Daisy, of course, and a picture of myself. April 1st, 2020. Another slow day with uncertainty on the horizon. Brother Frederick did not teach today due to a sore throat and taking precautions. Jeremy had a sore throat yesterday, and when I talked to Reba today, she said that John David has a sore throat. So I might not have wanted to walk into that to go and do the maid work there. April 2nd, 2020. Walmart has a new setup. You may enter only at the grocery store entrance, and there is somewhat of a barricade of bright orange hands wrapping around with notices posted to stay 6 feet from one another. What a strange world this is. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is just like another world. And when I was in the grocery store, I was in Walmart. I was in the electronics buying a power cord, and I actually ran into the people I used to live with. And I'm just amazed that I've come this far. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I think the video, like way down at the bottom of my list, it's like, this is how I ended up living in my car. It talks about how I used to have a lot of like panic attacks and like anxiety when I would see people out like in the bonnet and the dress, because I would be, so like still shaken up that I wasn't wearing it, that I had left the church and everything. And it was just amazing today how I carried on a perfectly normal conversation. I spoke with my parents. I talked about my plans. Like, I asked how they were doing. I asked how their kids were doing. It was like a normal conversation. And it was awesome because they could be themselves and I could be myself and everything was okay. Okay, everybody, we are going to look all around at our surroundings and make sure everything is clear before we turn out the lights for the night. First, I'm going to turn out the lights right now so we can check our surroundings. We have nobody. Nobody. Okay, we're clear over here. Absolutely no police around here that I can see. Good night, Lammy Pie. Love you. Parker. 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 Get away, bud. Oh my God. Parker. Oh my. You gotta work out some kinks. It's not too cold. It's about, I think, like 37 degrees and it feels like 33. So honestly, to me, this is not even anything after where I've been. This is actually pretty ideal for me. I love it a little bit cool. So we're gonna sleep with our head going this way tonight because traffic is there. And I also think it's warmer with the head going this way because of window. It's time to go to our bed situation. There's where to hang it. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's just a little bit before 5 o'clock and I woke up a little while ago. I think there was some kind of music and I'm ready to go. Guys, I'm ready to get on the road. There's a snowstorm coming and I'm not quite sure how that's going to affect me, and I have a pretty full schedule, so let's get out of here. Let's get the car into driving mode. We'll get some heat going and we'll get the car into driving mode. Got some condensation. I forgot to crack my windows.